This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
Yeah, I was extremely bored after this. After going through the news, apparently this news popped up a few days ago. And yeah, apparently former Xbox, Sega, and EA head Peter Moore is returning to the gaming industry. And, to a lot of people, it's a big deal. To some people, it's it's not a big deal. It's just neutral most of the time. Now, my only times I can remember his work is basically when he was in charge of Sega. That was basically his best works, in my honest opinion. I just didn't like the fact that, I just didn't like the fact that he just left during a time where the company kind of needed him, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. He is responsible for the company basically getting away from the console industry and made him and decided just to go to a third-party publishing company, which made sense at the time, because you have to realize, after the disastrous failure of the Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast, yes, the Dreamcast is popular, but at the same time, the damage was already done already. There was no real credible direction Sega could really go with after, because with the popularity of the PlayStation 2 and with the Nintendo GameCube on the way already, the Dreamcast was already going to be so underpowered, so outclassed by its competitors. For Sega, the only way the company could stay afloat is basically just going into the third-party publishing route. Now that I don't have a problem with. After he left Sega, obviously, then he went to Microsoft, where he helped the Xbox brand. He became successful there. I don't know too much information about this, and speaking of this, I'm not gonna waste my time talking about his credentials here and there. Okay, I don't have that. I'm not that kind of person. I don't have time for that shit. Because like I said, I have a busy schedule. So, long story short is, everywhere he goes, he's successful. He turns the company around. He does things for the better. Unfortunately, after he leaves, it does have a ripple effect. It could either go good, it could go bad, or nothing or it just stays the same. After his work at Microsoft, then of course his real controversial work is being the COO of EA. Now, yes, this was back before EA was actually, the company that everybody knows and hates today. Basically, with all the bullshit in-app purchases, microtransactions, on a game you already technically own, and releasing every goddamn Madden game being the same every year, and they want you to pay $70 for it, even though you can just do a $10 patch every single year on the same game, just with an updated roster, and maybe a couple game modes here and there. But no, they just try to hustle you in a way. Now, I don't want to make a full rant video about this. I could do this stuff at another time. After his work at EA and all that other stuff, then he went to manage his soccer team or football club in Liverpool. Did great there. Now he's back in the gaming industry. And some people are saying, it's a good move, but at the same time, they're not surprised. You have to realize the gaming industry, it could be for the better, it could be for the worse. A lot of people are speculating, look, we're already in an age where if you have a game, you're gonna basically be forced to, not forced, but they're gonna include in-app purchases, like microtransactions in a way. It's been done before. EA was the pioneer of that shit. Then other companies started doing that crap. 2K's the guilty pleasure of doing that, especially with NBA 2K. So, I really don't know what to say here. Look, I have no idea. Look, the only reason why I'm making this is because I have no other fucking news to cover. I really am neutral about this. I admire his work in the past, but I can't, but at the same time, I commend this fucking work with EA and basically being basically responsible for the company being the way it is today, actually. I don't know, maybe there's other people involved and why they do shady businesses like they do now. I can't research that, and nor do I care.